Let's talk about a bill that just bulldozed its way through Congress, the One Big Beautiful Bill Act of 2025. This isn't just paperwork, it's a seismic shift in what America values, and it's about to impact every single one of us. Think of it as the country's new shopping list, bought on credit with some eye-popping choices. Imagine giving the government a limitless credit card and it comes back with a gold-plated tank caviar for the rich and a handshake coupon for everyone else. This bill changes how your money is spent, who gets taxed, and how much the government borrows. Its effects will be real, immediate, and felt everywhere from your local school to the air you breathe. Some will feel like they've hit the jackpot, others like their ticket was ripped up and tossed. We're talking trillions of dollars shuffled around like chess pieces with everyday Americans as the pawns. Politicians will either brag about this for years or blame it for every problem. Ignoring it isn't an option, it's the legislative rhinoceros in your living room. So buckle up. We're diving into the big, beautiful bill and what it means for you. What's inside this legislative beast? Let's crack it open. First, defense spending, hundreds of billions more for the Pentagon, new jets, ships, and a big pay raise for the military. Defense contractors are celebrating, but it's a huge win for the military-industrial complex. Meanwhile, deep cuts hit environmental protection and renewable energy. EPA funding slashed, green subsidies gone, and climate change pushed aside. The trade-off? More military hardware, less investment in the planet's future. On taxes, the bill delivers massive cuts for corporations and the wealthiest Americans. The idea? More investment, more jobs. The reality? Trickle-down rarely works as promised. For lower and middle-income families, tax credits and deductions shrink or disappear. The standard deduction rises a bit, but it won't make up for lost benefits. In short, the rich and big business get a windfall, while most Americans hope for bigger crumbs. It's a bold bet, and the stakes are sky high. How did such a massive, controversial bill pass in a divided Senate? Enter budget reconciliation, the legislative cheat code. Normally, big bills need 60 votes to beat a filibuster. Reconciliation lets certain budget bills pass with just 51. No filibuster, no compromise, no real debate, just a fast track for partisan priorities. Both parties have used it to push through their biggest agendas, leaving little room for scrutiny or improvement. For the big, beautiful bill, this meant a rushed process, weeks instead of months, with minimal public input. The result? Flaws go unnoticed, and the minority party is sidelined. Laws passed this way often lack public support and get reversed when power shifts, creating instability. It's a shortcut that chips away at democratic deliberation. So while supporters celebrate the process, leaves American democracy a little weaker. That's a price we all pay. Every big bill picks winners and losers, and this one draws the line boldly. Winners: defense contractors, rural communities in traditional trades, and the wealthy, thanks to tax cuts and subsidies. Defense firms get a windfall, rural areas see new investment, and high earners enjoy bigger paydays. The theory: prosperity will trickle down. The reality: it often pools at the top. Losers: low-income families who lose social support and tax credits. For many, that means real hardship. Less money for groceries, rent, and childcare. The bill prioritizes tax cuts for the rich over support for the vulnerable. A budget isn't just numbers, it's a statement of values. The big, beautiful bill shouts, military, corporate profits, and rural traditions first. Everyone else? Good luck. Defense spending soars, while domestic programs and green energy are gutted. America is betting on old industries and military might, not innovation or social equity. The message: the biggest threats are abroad, not at home. It's a retreat from climate leadership and a pivot to the past. This isn't just policy, it's a new, more insular national identity. Now let's talk about the multi-trillion-dollar elephant in the room: debt. The bill's tax cuts and spending hikes are paid for by borrowing. Lots of it. The national debt will balloon, sparking fierce debate. Debt hawks warn of higher interest rates, a weaker dollar, and a potential crisis down the road. Others argue the U.S. can handle more debt, as long as the economy grows and inflation stays low. The real question: are we borrowing for the right things? Tanks instead of teachers? That's the gamble. No one knows the long-term consequences, but the risks are real. More debt means more leverage for foreign creditors and tough choices for future generations. We're kicking a heavy can down the road and hoping it doesn't crush us later. So, what does all this mean for you? If you wanted a job in renewable energy, your prospects just shrank. If you work in defense manufacturing, you might see a boom. City parents may lose after-school programs. Rural workers may get new opportunities. The cost of living could rise, and the safety net is thinner. High earners get tax breaks. Most others face higher costs and fewer supports. This bill isn't just politics. It's personal. It shapes your opportunities, your community, and your future. Take a look at your life and ask, how will these new priorities affect you? Because ready or not, the big beautiful bill is about to change everything.